Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Sunique and today I'm talking about Stokes, and I've had this Gothic Tarot, this Fournier one, for quite some time but never really used it, and I've just bought the Gothic Oracle to see if I can work with them alongside each other, and I'll tell you why I haven't really been using the Gothic Tarot. Well, I'll show you why. Okay, well this is a Fournier deck, so straight off it's a lot smaller than a Rider-Waite-Smith. Fournier decks always are. There we go. So you can actually see even a Rider-Waite-Smith tarot card is bigger than the box for a Fournier deck. Now, this is obviously Gothic art, and it's a genre I really enjoy. I love Gothic art. I love the old films, the old Hammer horror films. Pit and the Pendulum and all, oh yeah, brilliant. So this is the box. It's just a normal top box, nothing special. And this deck is from 2015, and these are the cards now. Oh, okay, there we go. Quite a bit of difference between the sizes of a Fournier deck. I've got a few Fournier decks and I do enjoy them. These are the cover cards. Now the major arcana are fine. The guidebook is in quite a few different languages, so there's just a little bit for each card here, a little bit of text for each card. So these are the major arcana. I'll just quickly go through. So we've got like a baby dragon, we've got dragons and unicorns, that sort of thing in this deck, and it's beautiful. I mean, Stokes' art is absolutely gorgeous. These are the backs. And Stokes collection. She has a few decks. Yeah, and they're just gorgeous. Blocking some light here. They're just gorgeous images, really. The magician, and a spider crawling up here. The high priestess. Hopefully you're seeing these. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful artwork. Little baby dragon here in the Empress. Something from Lord of the Rings, the Emperor, Hierophant, the dragon, baby dragons, two little dragons here showing love, a fire-breathing dragon for the chariots. For justice we've got the sword, but we've got an eye on the sword, which is brilliant. We have the hermit. So you can see lots of dragons, and then as we go further down we'll get some unicorns, but here we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we're actually looking at ourselves, which is a great image for a wheel. Another dragon. Look at the size of that dragon behind the maiden here in strength. I do like dragon energy, but we've got Medusa here for the hanged one, or the hangman, which I found really interesting. I like the story of Medusa, it's a very sad one. And we have Skeleton for death, the Grim Reaper. Temperance is a mermaid, which is brilliant really, isn't it, because a mermaid is able to breathe underwater as well as in the air, but here it's calling the ships onto the rocks. So yeah. The devil looks like the gargoyle you'll see on a church. We have the tower here, another spider. Lovely, beautiful colours. They're very slippy cards, by the by. And here we go on with our unicorn. So, of course, the star is a unicorn. And we've got a star for the moon. A unicorn for the moon. And a unicorn for the sun. And then a beautiful maiden for judgment. And here we have the world card. So, yeah, all brilliant. All lovely images. But when we come on to the minor arcana, that's where, for me, this deck doesn't hold up. The aces are great, the courts are great. It's just these cards, because here we have cups, and we've got two bats, cups, three bats on the 3, 4 bats on the 4, and so on and so forth. There's nothing here that you can really use as an intuitive reader. From 1 to 10. Well, from 2 to 10. 8 is fine. The courts, beautiful imagery, beautiful people, blood on their hands there for the page. The Knight, Queen, and the King. So yeah, just classic Gothic genre artwork. There's the Ace of Pentacles, skull and crossbones. And then we just got skulls in a pentagram. 2, 3, 4, gives me nothing really. 5, 6, and so on to 10. And then we have the court cards. There's a page of Pentacles, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. And then for our swords, we've got a lovely ace. But then we have feathers, just feathers. These are not my sort of pit decks, to be fair, they're not. There's the Knave, the Knight, Queen, and the King. So we can see it's an airsuit with all these feathers. I mean, that works brilliant. Ace of Wands is a red dragon. And we have a dragon glyph for and then we have court cards for the wands, which are lovely. As you expect, lots of dragon energy, lots of fire energy for the wands. Okay, so there's a deck. Now, the guidebook is actually, even though it's small, is really informative. Let's go to, the two, should we try the Two of Wands? And it says, it is a leap of faith, deep within the mind's eye. You have the strength to stand before the abyss and rise above it on wings of your newfound power. Don't see that in the image. You know, I mean, the guidebook's really good, but you need, what I'm saying is you need the guidebook. There's no intuitive reading here. You've just got to actually memorise the meanings. That's the only way you can work with this deck. So if you're up for memorising it, yeah, brilliant deck. Otherwise, no, not so much. So that's my sort of complaint, if you like, about the Gothic Tarot, although I actually love it. And I thought, let's have a little look at this Gothic Oracle, because it was on sale. I can't resist a good sale. So it wasn't expensive. And as I like Anne Stokes art, then yeah, look at that holographic on the wings and on the tail. That's really good. And it's a good deal bigger than the Fournier deck, being an oracle, but this is beautiful. And we've got some bling there. So on the back it says, imagine a landscape of lush forests and majestic mountains, inhabited by dragons, fairies and unicorns. Here you will also meet the beautiful enchantresses who harness their magic and share it in the Anne Stokes Gothic Oracle, a collection of 48 cards, each with a story to tell. Though seemingly far away, this fantastical world reflects your own experiences and desires as it activates your intuition, leading you to profound wisdom and insightful guidance. We have a 48 red gilt-edged cards and a 114-page illustrated gilt-edged book. And it's written by Stephen Bright. So it should be a good book. If Stephen Bright's written it, look at this. Oh. So yeah, already the production quality is superior. We've got this as well, this sort of holographic imagery here of dragons. Put it this way round so you can actually possibly see what I'm seeing. Isn't that gorgeous? That's all the way round. It says the Anne Stokes collection, again, as it says on the Gothic Tarot. two-part box with a thumb cutout. Inside of the box is red. And here's the guidebook. Yeah, gilt-edged, red gilt-edged guidebook. Oh! And that's the bottom of the box. Oh, that's such a silky smooth finish to that. An introduction. Bonding with the deck, working with the deck, reading for others and using spreads. We have some spreads. The Power of Three, Past, Present, Future. The Dragon's Gift, which is a 5-card spread and incorporates the elements. That's nice. You could actually use that with the tarot, couldn't you? The Warrior's spread. And then we're into the card meanings. We've got a really nice background here. And straight into it, yeah. Angel Rose Perspective. So we've got a full colour image. There we've got that image again from the front of the book. I went straight to his defence. And then we've got a page of text. Same for everyone. And then we talk about the Wheel of the Year and cycles. We've got the seasons here. This book's stitched, that's brilliant. Oh, I do love it when a book is stitched. There's Stephen Bright. There's Anne Stokes. And a space for some notes. Okay, so we'll have a look at the deck and then pull a card and read from the guidebook. So we've got very glossy cards. Let's just do that to loosen it up. Yeah, we've got this lovely red gilt edging. Lovely. And as I say, really glossy. Look at that, it's so glossy. So we've got Angel Rose. I hold them up like that. Those dragon wings. These are the backs. That's stunning. It says the Anne Stokes collection there. Stunning. Okay. Arachnophobia. So, spiders. Await the night. Sitting on top of a coffin. Oh, awaken your magic. There's a Harry Potter vibe. But bring in a pentacle. Beyond the veil. This is Carpe Diem. Oh, lots of Latin on that card. Here we have a unicorn. Beyond worlds. Oh, there's such a stillness in this image. That connection. Oh, a black unicorn. It's very purple hues on that card. Blood moon. It's like Castle Dracula in the background. Blue moon. Another unicorn and an owl. Dance with death. It seems so tender. At some point we all have to dance with death. Dragon Beauty. That's gorgeous. That purple rose. Dragon Trainer. Don't like that card. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I don't like that one. I don't like the image. Enchantment. All the fae around. You see all the fae dancing around. And they're in a circle of mushrooms. Oh, they're in a fairy ring. Haha, been enchanted. That took me a while, didn't it? Eternal Bond. So, yeah. Nice. Oh. Wow. fantasy forest, riding a stag. Fierce loyalty. Fire dragon. Gosh. Protecting the young. Forever yours. A picture of who they were in the background, I presume. Yeah. Gothic prayer. Hidden depths. Immortal flight. Inner strength. Lifeblood. Light the darkness. Lost soul. As you can tell, they're going in alphabetical order. Medusa again. Oh. Moonstone. Moon witch. Look at the wolves. Huh. North Star. Oh, they're sticking together still a little bit. The tip of the horn is in line with the North Star there. True North. Only love remains. Owl the messenger. Wow, look at that one. Phoenix rising. Power of 3. Prayer for the fallen. Raven. Wow. That's stunning. Rose fairy. Sailor's ruin. Serpent spell. Medusa again. Silverback. Yeah, soul bond. Summon the Reaper. Your time is up. Hourglass. The Sons of Time. The Blessing. The Summoning. Truth. The Wish. Trick or treat. Valor. And the Wheel of the Year. I can see a lot of similarities between this and the actual tarot deck, so I do think they'll work well together. Should we try? I think that's a good idea, actually. I'm going to do that. Right, I'm going to pull a card from each of the decks and see how they work together. I'm going to pull a... Oh, they're not reversible, by the by. I'm going to pull a minor card from the... Oh, God, those are big cards. Yeah, I'm going to pull a minor card from the tarot deck. See how they work together. Let's get the tarot deck. Right, I'm taking out the majors, the aces. I'm just going to use 2 through 10. Right, so what do we have? 4 of Cups with Light the Darkness. Okay, terrible shine, I'm so sorry, but it's dark outside. So in this deck, the 4 of Cups says, my apathy overflows as I lie and wait within this darkness. These centuries have only aided me to focus on events that are but shadows and dust. Okay, so Rider-Waite-Smith version would be around apathy, so that does align with the Rider-Waite-Smith meaning. But here we have a little bit of positivity, I think, like the darkness. So if we're feeling apathetic, then maybe this is what the energy that we need. So let's see what the guidebook says about like the darkness. The key word is clarity. Holding out her hand, a shrouded figure suspends a necklace before our eyes. The light of the pentacle brightens the dark room, showing every crack within the brickwork and the delicate silvery webs. What we could not see before is now illuminated. This card cuts through the darkness and helps you to see clearly. During times of worry or fear, it can highlight a positive sign that is headed your way, or a snippet of new information that will allow for better understanding of a situation that has been confusing you. If you have drawn this card, it might be time to still your mind and keep alert. Clarity or understanding could be within your grasp if you only open your eyes and ears. The words of a friend, the lines of a song, or a seemingly random message from an unexpected source could provide the answer that you have been looking for. Clarity shines a light into the darker rooms of existence that are filled with uncertainty. When this card arrives in your readings, know that the situation you asked about will soon become more comprehensible. Actually, that does work with a 4 of Cups energy, doesn't it? It's an advice card if you're finding yourself in an apathetic situation, or you just can't see. You know, we're blind because we're being offered a cup that we're either ignoring or choosing not to see, or we just don't want to acknowledge. And so this card is lighting up that energy, I think. Let's try another one. 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite-Smith system is all about legacy, heritage. In this deck, let's see what it says. 10 of Pentacles. In this dark sepulchre I sit and gloat at all my worldly goods laid along my once supple carapace. And here I shall stay in the permanence of my tomb, happy and content at the knowledge that they once thought me grand. So yeah, it is about ancestral wealth being passed down. So yeah, it's very much like the Rider-Waite-Smith, but with a Gothic edge to it. So, lifeblood. Actually, I don't want to go alphabetical. I want to find something else. Let's find something else. We have inner strength, which is probably pretty self-explanatory. It's a bit of a strength energy there that you'd find in the tarot, I would imagine. Courage, yeah. A young woman advances with sword in hand. A dragon adorned with golden scales, reminiscent of armour, stands behind her. Their heads connect and she affectionately strokes the beast's chin. At this moment, they are one. This card is a symbol of strength but not brawn. Is the dragon really there, or might we consider that he is simply a representation of what is in the mind and heart of the woman, manifesting her own inner fortitude and tenacity? If you have pulled this card, then you may need to draw on your own resources of inner strength, your own inner dragon. This is not always easy, especially if it is buried away under doubt and apprehension. We can attempt to find inner strength when we stand up for something we believe in, or face up to our fear. Just receiving this card can be a reminder of the strength that lies within you. If you are feeling less than confident or need to confront something head-on, this card suggests that you have the courage to take on far more than you believe you can. So yeah, it's very much like the strength and energy in a tarot deck. So if I look at, those two together actually, so the strength that comes from ancestral heritage, in a nutshell, I would say. But what I wanted to do, strength is at number 11 in the tarot deck here. And look what we see. Pretty much a similar, let's put that to one side, pretty much a similar energy, isn't it? Here we've got, you can see, the maiden with the dragon, strength, holding her firm. Exactly what you would think for strength, actually. So, yeah, inner strength. And here, standing next to that dragon. So, yeah, pretty similar energy. So if you got these two together, then that would just really reinforce the message, wouldn't it? However, I've just pulled out that Hanged Man from the tarot deck, only to behold that serpent spell is exactly the same image. And I think there are some other repeating images in this deck. So we have here, let's say, the Hanged Man. So let's see how, if it differs at all in the write-ups. So in the tarot deck it says, she entreats us to release our fear and succumb to her soft embrace. However, in doing so, we know that we would be lost forever. Only in such a sacrifice would we shine with the glory of divine understanding. So that's for the tarot deck. For the oracle deck, everything's going everywhere here. Serpent spell, the shadow self. Medusa slithers towards us, her hair a tangle of snakes, writhes and contorts above and around her. Her arms are outstretched, commanding respect from all who come near. In Greek mythology, the cursed Medusa was punished by Athena for betraying her. She was sent to a faraway island and transformed physically so that no man would ever desire her. However, this did not stop Medusa from beckoning people to look in her direction. One glance from her hypnotic eyes would turn whoever looked at her to stone. There are many things in life that we would prefer to not acknowledge or look at closely. This slithering serpent banished to the recesses of our own mind represent those shadows within ourselves that we would prefer to stay hidden. It is important to remember that we all have a shadow self. It might manifest as jealousy, anger, laziness, or self-sabotaging beliefs that prevent you from attaining your dreams and having a healthier life. Since we can neither dismiss nor heal the dark serpent within us, it is advisable to get to know it. Facing your demons and accepting them can actually be a positive thing to do. Understanding why we become jealous or angry can uncover a path towards a more balanced way of living. So completely different energy there between the tarot deck and the oracle deck, using the same imagery. How interesting is that? Which is why it's difficult, I think, actually, to use this tarot deck. It's not the easiest one I own, because I can't really intuitively use it. I found myself unable to do that. So I'm wondering what the difference is between this Medusa serpent spell and this Medusa here. Two Medusas. So let's have a quick look. This one's about justice. So this one's about shadow self and facing our inner demons. And this one is about justice. We often forget that the woman in this myth was both mortal and beautiful before being transformed into a monster. As the Greek myth goes, Medusa was violated by the sea god Poseidon. Rather than punish Poseidon for this heinous act, furious at the desecration of her temple, Athena chose to chastise Medusa for breaking her vow of celibacy. Yeah, so it's all about justice in the actual Medusa card. So, as I said, there are cards in both decks that are the same card. So we looked at Medusa. In total, there's 9 cards that are the same. So I'll just show you what they are. So yeah, Medusa, Blood Moon with the Knave of Cups. We get a nice lot more of the image though, don't we, in the Oracle deck. We have the Knave of Swords with Prayer for the Fallen. Black Unicorn for the Sun. Which is interesting because the sun doesn't appear in this version where it does in this version. Here it's actually touching the star. We've got the Magician for Spider-Woman, Arachnofaria. We've got Angel Rose for the Queen of Swords. The background's different in this one, but the actual image of the person is the same. We have Summon the Reaper for the Queen of Pentacles. Strange choice. Ace of Swords, Gothic Prayer. And then that Strength card that I talked about before. So yeah, quite a few repeats. And I have trouble aligning them with the tarot. That's why I don't really use that deck very much, but I thought if I used it alongside this one, then I might get more use out of it. But actually, I don't know, because of the repeating images with the different sort of interpretations between the tarot and the oracle. So, I don't know. I don't know, actually. What do you think? Have you got these 2 decks? What do you think? Have you worked with them together? They're gorgeous artwork. I really like Anne Stokes' artwork. But that's my dilemma. After looking at this beautiful oracle deck. Maybe I should use them separate. I'm not sure. I'll try them together and see how I go. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. And sorry about the glare. Until the next time. Bye, friends. Bye.